Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Bitcoin chart as Bitcoin's price action appears to be setting up for a bull trap that might snap shut in the very near future. So with that being said, let's jump right over to the charts. And we will start over here on the Bitcoin USDT daily candles on the Binance exchange. And as you can see, Bitcoin has recently run up and is running into resistance here at the 382 level on the Fibonacci retracement, which puts us right around 21.5. Now, the possibility of the bull trap would come into play as Bitcoin sold off down into this area around 15.5. It then hit resistance up here around the 786 Fibonacci, which was around 17.5. It then proceeded to sell off once again back into around the 16.5 level. And then after that sell-off, Bitcoin's price did actually breach the prior resistance back here and has been pumping pretty much ever since, but again is starting to run into resistance up here around the previous level of resistance. And so we could see this being nothing more than a bull trap that snaps shut and Bitcoin's price sells back off, perhaps down to previous support down here around that 15.5 level. But if this is to be a true bull trap, I would expect to see Bitcoin sell off even lower and perhaps even sell off all the way back down here to the 1272 level on the Fibonacci retracement, which would put it at around 12,008 or even 13,000 if we look at a psychological level. And so this type of price action would be a classic bull trap where you get the sell off, a bounce into resistance, a bit of a retracement, and then the breach of that prior resistance, and then eventually pumping and then running into other prior resistance, which again, if we look back here, the 382 level around 21.5 would be a key level of resistance. And right now you can see Bitcoin's price is actually rejecting at that level. And so if Bitcoin's price rolls over up here, that would be the bull trap snapping shut. And then we could see Bitcoin's price retrace actually lower than the previous low of this current bear market. That would be a traditional bull trap, seeing that price go lower and perhaps then finding support maybe at, again, the 1272 level, which would put it at around 12,008 or maybe 13,000, somewhere in that zone. Now, with that all in mind, what we could actually see is even a bigger bull trap setting up here, and that would be with Bitcoin's sell-off down here to around the 18,000 level, bouncing up into resistance in this area around the 382 level, which Bitcoin is currently finding resistance at, that 21,005 level. And so that rejection back here would be your resistance level of a bull trap, selling back off, and then we would look for Bitcoin's price to breach above this prior resistance level back here. And if that breach does occur, then we could be looking at Bitcoin's price pumping back up here to 25,000, and that could be where the bull trap snaps shut and Bitcoin's price sells back off. And so this would actually be a bigger picture bull trap for Bitcoin, selling off from the 25,000, bouncing up into resistance around 21.5, selling off once again, and then eventually pumping, breaching prior resistance at this 382 level, only to get snapped off up here at 25.2 perhaps in the next month or so, and then we see a sell-off. And the reality is Bitcoin does typically pump in January, so you want to really proceed with caution, because this could just be a bull trap, whether it was the shorter term bull trap we looked at earlier in this video, or we're looking at this much longer term bull trap. And the longer term bull trap looks a lot more like a traditional bull trap. You get the sell off, then a rejection at resistance, a deeper sell off, and then you get a pump and a breach of prior resistance only to push higher to get rejected at a higher level of resistance, and then we'd see a deeper sell-off. That deeper sell-off, again, would more than likely look like something down into the 1272 level down here at around 12,008 or 13,000. Now, obviously, it could even go lower. We could see this dump perhaps all the way down to the 1618 level, which would put it around 9,500. That, to me, could be the bottom for this bear market. I know a lot of people think the bottom might be put in right now as Bitcoin is pumping, but I just don't think 15.5 is the bottom of this bear market. I think the possibility of a sell-off in February, March, and April is very real, and we could start to see these lower numbers of 13,000 or 9.5 or anywhere in between. So to quickly recap, we could see a longer-term bull trap in the works currently on the daily chart where Bitcoin's price has sold off, rejected from resistance, sold off even deeper, and then may pump only to reject back up here again around 25,000 and then dump perhaps all the way down to 9,500. This would not surprise me in the least. This is what I'm actually looking for out of Bitcoin. However, on the shorter term time frame, we may have seen this sell-off, rejection at resistance down here, then the pump above that resistance at 17.5, only to again get rejected at the 382, and then sell off into these lower numbers, 13,000 or 9,500. That is a very strong possibility if Bitcoin's price starts to roll over right now at the level it's at, this 21,000, rejecting from 21.5. If we start to see breakdowns through the 618 level, 19,000, the possibility of Bitcoin being in serious trouble and selling off lower after 19,000 is very realistic. The key levels to watch are obviously going to be pretty much psychological levels. 20,000, 19,000, this 17.5. Then we're looking back at around 16,000 and then 15.5. A break of 15.5 and a close below 15.5 could see Bitcoin's price then head even lower. So I think that's enough jaw-jacking for this video. Just wanted to share with you this realistic, almost textbook bull trap is setting up on Bitcoin. So with that being shared, I will continue to do update videos over on the Bitcoin charts. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments section down below. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.